And do you love books with a lot of romance but like to keep it on the sweeter side of things? If so, you're going to enjoy the books I've written for you. I'm Clover Autrey, and out of all the many books I've written, they all fall on the sweeter side of the door, which isn't to say that there isn't a lot of physical attraction or people checking each other out, because, you know, the characters are only human. Wait. So I have two main romance series out, and then another one coming soon that I want to give you a quick rundown over. My first is the Highland Sorcery series. Yes, it's like Outlander, but not really. So I read Outlander way before the Star series came out, and I love it. I had to write a Scottish time travels of my own. I just had to. Of course, mine aren't all epic, and they're actually kind of rather silly in some ways and a little shy of being historically accurate. They're more fantasy with goblins and witches and sorcerers and time travel and all of those magical creatures. Okay, it all starts with Charity, who is a half-rate healer in our time, when this wounded sorcerer all of a sudden materializes in her kitchen. And her being a healer, of course, she helps him. So I got to tell you a little bit about me. I am honor for the wounded hero. I just love that pretty much in all my books. The hero gets wounded somehow. Not so much that he can't rise again and save the day like the hero he is, except my heroines also can pretty much save themselves, and the hero too, and the world. They all save everything together, no damsels in distress. But again, I do love that wounded hero. Always have loved that trope. So if you like that trope, I'm the author for you. Anyway, so back to Charity. It turns out that when a healer in my world that I made up heals somebody, they go down deep into that person's essence, into their soul. They know things about their lives. And this particular sorcerer was being held magically captive by the witch, by an evil witch. Of course, you have to have an evil witch in a fantasy world. So he just mustered up enough strength in his wounded state to find the closest healer he got. He got one that was kind of subpar and out of his century. Anyway, he had just enough strength to get there so he could continue soldier on with his wounds, get a little bit of healing before he was ripped back into his own time period. So that's pretty much how this started. Now, because Charity had felt his soul, his essence, she could not just let it go. She knows he's in trouble. She knows it's a life or death situation, not just for him, but she went and did some research. She figures out a way to go back into time. Started. It is free on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, or wherever you get your books. So all you've got to do is head over there and grab it up for yourself. Moving on to my sweet, contemporary, small town romance. Say that 3 times fast. It's where I have created a town called Chapel Pines in the hill country of Texas. It's about siblings who run the family inn. Sounds like a Hallmark movie, right? I love Hallmark movies. So Dance, that's the oldest son's nickname, and I won't tell you why that's his nickname because it's an ongoing thing in the story. But anyway, Dance is manning the reception desk when a jilted bride comes in with her bridesmaids with her. So she went on her honeymoon without her fiance, who had just left her at the altar, and her bridesmaids kind of prescribe flirting with the handsome innkeeper. Well, as we all know how these things go, the flirting is going to turn into something more, and off they go. So it's really, really fun to write these characters. Constance is just funny. She is a hoot. Dance is always taken aback by her antics that she has going on. Just like Highland Sorcery, it is free on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, wherever you buy books. So again, scoop yours up today and give my writing a try. See if you like my stories in my small town or fantasy. I know, totally different directions, but I write what I love to read, and I love to read so many things. All right, on to my billionaire military suite romances. Why use one trope when you can use two, right? These are former military who all happen to be billionaires. Some were born into wealth and others are self-made men. And they were meeting together to discuss a nonprofit venture when a call went out to go all hands-on assistance that they needed. So being men of action, they of course went to help, and they decided that they still really enjoyed doing hands-on types of missions. And they have the money, so they have the means, they have the military background and ability. And they are helping out. They pretty much all end up helping their prospective heroines in some way or other. Of course, my heroines also save themselves and help the wounded hero trope and all that kind of stuff, because that's what I love to write. So I'm just having so much fun writing these stories right now. So these ones are coming up to all come out boom, 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 starting the summer of 2024. Follow me as an author. You can follow my newsletter, and that way you will know exactly the date when these military billionaires are coming out into the world. If you have any questions for me, just leave comments. I love to hear from readers. Other than that, until next time, friend, we'll see you. Have a great, great day. Lots of love.